everyone, it's Sandra. Today's video is going to be all about spring. Hopefully where you are, spring is finally starting to rear its head. It's not the most beautiful of seasons where I live. Everything tends to be still quite a bit gray and gloomy, and we end up getting like some type of surprise snowfall in the middle of April. I'm trying to be positive, trying to be optimistic here, and trying to summon up all the spring vibes. Now the first three products I wanted to talk about are in the skincare and body care realm, and they're by L'Occitane. I'm super excited to work with them for this video because they make some of my all-time favorite body care products. I have been a fan of their Armani Shower Oil for many years. This is like a permanent fixture in my shower. I clearly need to purchase a refill soon. These three are some of their best sellers, and they have an awesome program right now where you can get a free gift with a deluxe sample of each of these products, and you can also refer your friends to get a unique code and also get the free gift as well, because we want to spread the love. We want nice, glorious smelling, soft, moisturized skin this spring. This is the little gift that you will get if you sign up using the link I have below. So these are the three items. I have the full sizes of them. This is the Shea Shower Oil, and the scent is so beautiful. It is quite sweet and powdery, but not overwhelming. It's really subtle. I prefer sweeter scents in the spring, so I find that this kind of enhances those fragrances and complements them really beautifully. I'm a big fan of shower oils in general. They're awesome for shaving your legs as well, and they do lather. So all you have to do is just use about a quarter amount of this in the palms of your hands when you're in the shower. You create a little bit of a lather, and then you can wash your entire body, and it just leaves your skin feeling so nourished. And what's great is that you can use these deluxe samples for travel, for weekends away, and times where, you know, you're just traveling with a carry-on. You don't want to go above the liquid restriction limit. That's really awesome. And speaking of the liquid restriction limit, this product will not get you in trouble because it's a bar soap. I have gone through quite a few because I actually ask, my husband travels a lot for work. He stays at a lot of hotels, and whenever he stays at a hotel that has L'Occitane bath products, I always get him to hoard the soaps and bring them back to me. This fragrance is so beautiful, and it's the Shea Verbena Extra Gentle Soap. It's incredibly gentle, not drying. It leaves the most beautiful fresh verbena scent all over your body, and it's also great for cleaning your brushes and your beauty blender when you're traveling. This is the Immortelle Precious Cream. Now I have quite oily combination skin, so I don't use this all over my face. I have really been into Katie Jane Hughes. She's a makeup artist on Instagram, and what she does is she uses a rich moisturizer just on the high points of the face, avoiding the T-zone, which is where most people get oily. It's definitely where I get oily. If you use a thicker cream before you apply your makeup, just on the outer perimeters of your face and really massage it in, it gives the most beautiful glow from within, and it has the most beautiful, fresh Immortelle flower scent. It's not a synthetic fragrance at all. I only use a small amount on my face. I also like to use this on my neck and my chest. It's incredibly nourishing, sinks into the skin quickly without leaving any type of greasy residue. It's beautiful under makeup. You can have deluxe samples of all three of those products. You get to try them out for free, so make sure you sign up in the description box. I will have a link where you can join the Refer a Friend program from L'Occitane and enjoy the delights of these products yourself. And if you've tried them, if you've experienced any of them, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Moving on to makeup, I have two foundations, and I'll start with the one that I've mentioned before, so I'm just going to briefly mention it again. This is by Terry Sheer Expert. I'm a big fan of this foundation. It is beautiful. It lasts really well on my skin, even if I'm having a more oily skin day. It blends in beautifully. It has light to medium coverage, and it has a very natural skin-like finish. It has a little bit less coverage than Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk, but it wears better on my skin, and I've been reaching for it a ton, and I know that I'll be continuing to reach for it a ton in the next couple of months. The next foundation product is this cushion from Armani. This is the My Armani To Go Essence-In-Foundation Cushion. The name is a mouthful. The product is fantastic. It is one of the best foundations, if not the best foundation right now for me. I'm already contemplating panic buying some refills just in case it gets discontinued. You only have to spend money on the compact once, and then this pops out and you can just buy refills for it. I use this in the shade 4.5. You can't build it up as much as Luminous Silk. I feel like you can build up the Luminous Silk foundation to like a medium full coverage. You can only build this up to like a medium coverage, but it's perfect for every day. It lasts so beautifully on the skin. This actually lasts better than some long wearing foundations that I've tried, and it's awesome because it's not marketed as a long wearing foundation, and it actually performs on even like on my oily areas where foundations usually tend to separate and get all cakey and weird looking by the end of the day. This doesn't do that. I even took this with me when I went on vacation in the Dominican Republic, and in high humidity and heat, this lasted all day long. It also has SPF 23 in it. It builds beautifully on itself, and I actually like applying this with the little applicator that it comes with. It also works well with a beauty blender or a foundation brush, but the applicator of it is really cool because it has this angled side to it, so it really helps to get into the crevices of your nose. I find it to be a nice touch and compared to other cushion foundations that I've tried. So yeah, this is a big winner. I'm going to be wearing this a ton this coming spring and summer and fall and winter. Now in terms of cheek color, cheek products, I have 3 here. This is actually a cushion blush. This is the Cushion Blush Subtil by Lancome, and it's in the shade Sorbet Grenadine. It is such a beautiful blush shade. I'm actually wearing it today, and it's super pigmented, but it blends in with such ease and it lasts really well on the skin. It doesn't make my skin look extra greasy or anything like that. It just sets beautifully and kind of stays put. You can use this underneath another blush. You can put another blush on top if you feel like you want it to really lock in that pigment, and it just brings a little bit of color, a little bit of life to the skin. I definitely reach for more colorful blushes more in the spring than I do the rest of the year. I'm usually really loyal to my neutral, nude, and subtle rose blushes, but I like to get a little bit blush happy in the spring, and this is one of my favorite blushes. It looks really shockingly neon pink in the pan. This is the Dior Rosy Glow blush. It's a little bit misleading because if you try to swatch this on your hand in the store to kind of get a feel for it, you won't really get an accurate representation. You have to put this on your cheeks in order to see how it will be. And I'm actually wearing it a little bit on this part of my cheek. I'm wearing it kind of blended in with the cushion blush, and I love it. It's such a subtle, beautiful pink on me. It has a soft satin finish. It doesn't look too crazy. It doesn't look too bright on the skin, and I definitely think it's worth a try. And I use this every single spring. I always reach for it, and I thought that I just had to mention it. Plus the packaging is gorgeous. It's got this clear acrylic container with a silver lid. I also wanted to mention a highlighter. Now I don't talk about highlighters often on my channel because it's a makeup category that I'm quite picky with. I do have combination oily skin, and I find that a lot of times if I try to highlight, I end up looking like a shiny disco ball. I already look like a shiny disco ball out of my own body's fault, so I don't like to accentuate that too much, but I do like to bring out the glow at the tops of my cheekbones, so that is one place where I like to use a little bit of highlighter, and cream highlighters are my favorite because I find them to be the most subtle. And this is the Kjaer Weis Radiance highlighter. It's a cream highlighter, but it just has this beautiful satin finish to the skin. I'm wearing just a tiny bit of it just at the top of my cheekbone to kind of bring some life and some extra dimension, but it looks really subtle. Kjaer Weis is a all-natural organic company, and they also do refills. So if you use this up, you can just pop this out and purchase a refill of it. You don't have to purchase the whole compact again, which is more environmentally friendly, and it also saves you a little bit of money as well. These are my 3 all-time favorite cream eyeshadows. I'm actually wearing all of them today. First 2 are the Giorgio Armani eye tints. I have talked about these before. I adore them. They're like a liquid eyeshadow. They have a doe foot applicator, and they just blend in so effortlessly. They have them in shimmery and matte finishes. So I have the shade Camel Smoke. This is the shade that I have in the crease, and what I do is I blend it in with a fluffy synthetic brush, and then I use a clean blending brush, like a natural bristle brush, to kind of diffuse the color. The texture of the shadow just kind of melts in with the texture of your skin. Then I have the shade 11 Rose Ashes on top. This is such a gorgeous color. It's like my eyelids but better type of color. It kind of looks like nothing when you first swatch it, and on some people it might not show up. And if you wear this and you find that it doesn't show up enough, just wait for it to dry and then apply a second layer, because that makes all the difference. That's usually what I do in order to get it to show up a little bit more. And then I have a shadow stick. This is the by Terry Ombre Blackstar in the shade Misty Rock. This is an OG favorite of mine, and a lot of people love this as well. I think that the by Terry Ombre Blackstars are the best formula when it comes to these cream eyeshadow sticks. They're better than the Laura Mercier. They are better than any ones that I've tried, just because they last so well on the eyes. I have really oily eyelids and I never have issues with these transferring or fading. They are budge proof. I used to wear this all over the eye as an eyeshadow, but lately I've just been loving this as an eyeliner. So I'd like to wear this underneath, like on the lower lash line, like I'm doing today. But I used to just go ham and just go all over the lid with this. If you like the Laura Mercier Amethyst eyeshadow stick, you will love Misty Rock. Next, I wanted to mention lips, and I love a matte nude lip, but I do like to inject a little bit of a hydrated sheen and a pop of color in the springtime, and these two are the ones that are kind of like my MVPs for this spring season. The first is the IPKN Twinkle Lips. I have this in the shade Coral. If you like the Dior Lip Glow lip balms, you will love these. This is like a less expensive alternative. And this is the shade that I'm wearing today. I'm wearing the Coral one. It's just so juicy and it leaves my lips feeling so hydrated, and it's just a joy to apply. These are the types of products that you can just throw inside your handbag and you can reapply them throughout the day. And the next is the YSL Liquid Color Balm. This is in the shade number 5, and shade number 5 is this beautiful orangey coral. These smell delicious, like all YSL lip products do, and this is literally like a liquid balm. It's such a beautiful formula. It's the perfect hybrid between a lip balm and a lip gloss. It's not as shiny and sticky as a lip gloss. It has the hydration of a lip balm and just the perfect amount of color. It's not an intense color deposit by any means, but it just gives such a beautiful hint of juiciness to the lips. I really like this color. And then the last beauty products I wanted to mention before we get into the fashion bits are some nail polishes. I used to really be into pastels for spring, but for the last couple of years, I have really been just obsessed with nude nails for the springtime. The first product is the Sally Hansen Nail Corrector. This is actually a base coat, and if you are somebody that loves wearing pastel nail polishes, you know that sometimes pastel nail polishes can be hard to apply, especially some of the Essie ones, like the really popular ones like Essie Fiji. They're such beautiful colors, but they can be a little bit difficult and tricky to apply. I don't know what about it, but it just makes pastels apply so much smoother. So if you just apply this underneath, you can get any pastel nail polish to apply beautifully on your nail with just 2 coats. The next nail color is actually the polish that I'm wearing right now, and it's the Essie Treat Love and Color formula. This is in the shade Good Lighting. This is a relatively new product from Essie. It's their newest formula, and it claims to have nail health benefits in it. So if you keep using these, it's supposed to help strengthen and lengthen your nails. I haven't noticed any significant difference, but I also haven't had any like chipping or brittleness issues. My nails are actually quite thin, and they're quite prone to peeling and stuff like that, and I haven't had any issues when I wear this, but I just love the color. This is like if Chanel Frenzy, Essie Saint-Tropez, and Nails Inc. Portchester Square had a nail polish baby, this is the color that it would be. If you don't like the grayish and you are into more of a clean cut nude nail, this is a beautiful shade. This is just the regular Sally Hansen nail polish, and it's in the shade Off the Shoulder. It's such a beautiful creamy nude. Looks beautiful, especially if you apply this with that Sally Hansen nail corrector underneath, and it also looks good as a pedicure color. The final nude nail color that I wanted to mention is, this was one of my favorite and my most used nail polishes of last year. I actually used like a quarter of the bottle, which really rarely happens because I own so much nail polish and I'm always changing up the color. But this is one of my favorites, and this is the Essie Gel Couture formula, which is a little bit more opaque. This is in the shade At the Bar, and it's a little bit more of a darker, warmer nude nail color. This is, if you're into that mannequin nail look, you just want a very nude nail that kind of blends in with the rest of your hand, that kind of elongates your hand. This is the color for you. I really, really love this color, and it's a color that I'm excited to bring out this spring. Now, I thought I'd also show you 3 work outfits incorporating 3 of my go-to style items for spring, which are pastels, lightweight knits, and a trench coat. I'm very much a neutrals girl, but spring is a great excuse to inject a little bit of color into my look, despite my surroundings still being quite gray and dead. I'm wearing a lightweight striped sweater tucked into my Zara culottes and added a splash of color with this vintage blue coat and 9 West pumps. This pastel lavender t-shirt is a great alternative to my usual white and gray. A peach or pale pink option would also look really cute. I tucked it into a black pleated skirt layered with my favorite long vest. You will know this vest because I wear this all the time. And I love to wear it in the spring as well if it's warm enough not to wear a coat. I just cinch the waist with a black leather belt to make it look a little bit more put together. Now for me, the trench coat is the quintessential spring outerwear piece. I love the feminine silhouette of this one and the subtle striped pattern. I paired a pastel peach cashmere sweater with high-waisted wide leg trousers and a white chunky heel. These pants are quite long, so I like to wear them with a higher heel. Whenever I wear a higher heel to work, I make sure that it's a chunky heel because that way my feet will stay comfortable throughout the day. And that concludes my video. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what some of your beauty and style spring staples are. I can't wait to hear what you have to say in the comment section below. I hope you're having an awesome day and I will see you in my next video. Bye.